Hey there, it's Heidi from Divine Octave. Today I just wanted to touch in with if something in your life has been repeating, this might help you to understand why. Maybe you've noticed it's in your relationships, the same dynamics showing up in different forms, or in your path feeling like you move forward just to have that step backwards and somehow find yourself in the same place again. And after a while, it can start to feel confusing. Like, why does this keep happening? And also, like, why does this feel so familiar, even when it looks different? Take a slow breath in here. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Because what's repeating in your life is not random, and it's not something you're doing wrong. Patterns repeat when something hasn't been fully seen, fully understood, and really fully integrated yet. But sometimes those patterns don't just belong to this current life. And sometimes you can feel into that, how they feel so much older than this current time. Like a familiarity you can't quite explain, a reaction that feels way deeper than the moment, a pull or a resistance that doesn't fully match what's happening in front of you. And this is where things begin to open into a deeper layer. Because your system doesn't just hold what you've consciously lived, it also holds imprints, experiences, and energetic memory that exists beyond what your mind can easily track. And in the cosmic Akashic field, this is where those deeper layers really start to make sense, not as something abstract, but as a way of understanding why certain patterns feel so strong, so familiar, or so hard to shift. For some people, this includes a sense of connection beyond Earth, a feeling of having lived, experienced, or existed in other ways that still influence how they're moving through life now. And whether you think of that as galactic or simply as deeper layers of your soul, what matters is this. Some of the patterns you're experiencing are not just about what's happening right now. They're connected to how your system has learned to navigate connection, trust, safety, expression across different layers of experience. And when those layers aren't fully understood, the pattern continues, not to keep you stuck, but to bring it into awareness. So instead of asking, how do I make this all go away? How do I make it stop? Try to come into the space of, what is this trying to show me? And what haven't I fully understood yet? And just sit with that. Because when you begin to recognize that what you're experiencing has depth, something softens. You stop trying to force and you begin to understand it. And understanding is what creates space, space to respond differently space to feel without reacting in the same way, space to no longer carry something in the same pattern. Take a slow, deep breath in again, and slowly exhale. You don't need to access every layer of this right now, but even recognizing this has depth, this has history, this is asking to be understood differently, is where the pattern begins to shift. Because once something is seen clearly, not just mentally, but energetically, it doesn't need to repeat in the same way. You're not going backwards. You're really being brought into deeper understanding.